Mr. Mosley, and I get the great privilege of teaching orchestra here at Mona Shores Middle School. Our orchestras meet as separate grade levels, so we have a 6th grade orchestra, which is actually co-taught by myself and Mrs. DeRose, who comes over to help out from the high school for that class. And then we also have 7th grade and 8th grade orchestra. In addition, I also teach our 5th grade beginning orchestra students from Lincoln Park and Campbell Elementary. And I also lead our middle fiddles group, which is an extracurricular group that meets on Saturday mornings throughout the school year. And then I also get to help out with 6th grade beginning band for the first trimester of school, and then during the 2nd and 3rd trimester, I have a 6th grade guided academics course that I teach.
My favorite part about orchestra is being challenged when they play new and difficult music.
My favorite part about orchestra is the music we play and all my friends.
My favorite part about orchestra is the music we play and the people we play it with.
Some resources that will be useful to parents in regards to orchestra. First of all, the orchestra webpage is simply monashoresorchestra.org, and there you will find some current happenings in the orchestra program. If you click on the events tab, that will take you to our Google Calendar, which has all of the most current up-to-date events for the orchestra program, grades 5 through 12. I'd also encourage you to follow us on social media. We are on both Facebook and Twitter and have frequent posts of interesting pictures and videos and what's going on in the orchestra program. And lastly, make sure that you have taken a moment to know where you can find the orchestra, the Mona Middle School Orchestra Handbook. You will find that that's been emailed to all the parents, and it's also available to students through Google Classroom on the class information page at any time. The classroom expectations in orchestra are pretty straightforward and kind of common sense type things. We expect students to be on time for class and also be timely in getting out their instrument and music and equipment needed for rehearsal. During rehearsal, we expect students to listen and pay attention and be engaged in the rehearsal and always do their best. And at the end of rehearsal, we want to make sure that everything is taken care of and put away in its correct place, and that we are waiting for final instructions before we are dismissed from class. Our orchestra grading system uses a standard scale as far as translating points into a letter grade. We use the same system that the high school performing arts classes do as far as it is a point-based system. Every student starts at 100 points for the trimester, and if they come to class prepared, they're doing their best in class, they're turning in assignments on time, then there's no reason why they should lose any of those points. They would stay right up there at 100 points at an A. Some ways in which students might lose points off their overall trimester grade would include not being prepared or not having all the materials they need for rehearsal or being late for rehearsal. If they're disruptive or off task or disrespectful, lack of effort or not participating, these are all ways that they can lose points. If they have late or missing assignments, that of course will affect the grade as well. And also remember that concerts are required for orchestra class. They are our tests or our exams. Just like other classes have tests, it just happens that ours are in the evening or after school hours. So make sure you have those on your calendar. Those are required for orchestra class. If a student does lose points from their grade, there are ways offered in which they can earn points or make them back up. Examples are attending an additional music performance where they submit a program or ticket stub and a one-page type reflection of the event. They might also choose to participate in Solo Ensemble Festival if they're in 7th or 8th grade, and they get extra points that way. Auditioning for all-state orchestra, participation in extra performances if they're performing somewhere outside of school, such as in a church or some other situation. I'm certainly willing to consider extra points for that as well. And then there are always ideas for volunteer work in the classroom. And a really popular one is simply donate tissue boxes. That helps us out immensely to have tissues in our classroom throughout the year. And they can earn 1 point per box, but there is a maximum of 3 tissue boxes per trimester. A little bit about me, a few interesting facts. I am married to my beautiful wife, Maggie, and we have 2 kids, Alexander and Eliana. There's a picture of us at Disney World. I am a graduate of Mona Shores, and sticking with the Disney World theme, during my senior year in high school, I had the privilege of being a drum major with the marching band, and we marched down Main Street in Disney World. And they took a picture of it, which they used on brochures for many, many years after that. So I kept seeing pictures of myself coming in the mail, even as a teacher, advertising trips to Disney World. One other fun fact, it's always fun to see if students discover this. So my name is on a plaque for the Director's Award in my very own middle school orchestra room. There it is right there, way back in the 1990s when I was a middle school student, just like them. So as we look forward to a great year, know that I will be in communication with parents via email on a regular basis about things going on in our orchestra program. Please feel free to contact me at any time if you have any questions or concerns about anything going on. Email is usually best, but phone calls are certainly welcome as well, and I will get back to you just as quickly as I can. Let's have a great year. Mona Shores Middle School Orchestra.